Welcome to another segment of Under the Microscope. I'm Jeff Gold, and thanks so much for being with us today. I'm joined today by Dr. Amr Soliman, who's our professor and chair of epidemiology in the College of Public Health, and one of our College of Public Health students, Autumn Cummings, who also happens to be the vice president of our student government, right?
Yep.
Thank you so much for being with us today. I wanted to spend a few minutes with you and with our audience talking about our international exchange programs and the opportunities that our students have to travel abroad and what they learn from it. And maybe, Dr. Soliman, you'd tell our audience a little bit about, from the perspective of an educator, how does this work and why do you think it's so important?
This is really interesting experience. We're going to hear more from Autumn, but this is application of the classroom teaching. So students go to the field. This is an international program where we send students. We focus on Africa and the Middle East. It's funded by the National Cancer Institute. And we give the opportunity to students to design project and apply classroom experience and go conduct field epidemiology courses in the field, come back, analyze the data, and write manuscripts. So it's a learning experience for students. It's application of classroom teaching, and we want to hear from Autumn.
But it also sounds very exciting. Maybe, Autumn, you just had one of these experiences, is that right?
That's right.
And maybe you'd tell me and our audience a little bit about that. Where did you go and what did you study?
Sure. So I went to Tanzania, the east coast of Africa, and studied cervical cancer screening in a rural population. And it was a really amazing experience to get to work directly with the women in the community and learn a lot about the culture and participate in some of the religious holidays like Eid and Iftar and Ramadan, and it was really amazing.
And what did you learn? First of all, did you feel safe over there?
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I'd never been abroad before, and I'm from rural Nebraska, grew up on a farm, so I didn't have any expectations, had no idea what I was getting myself into, but I never once felt anything but safe, and the community was very welcoming and hospitable, and similar to the Midwest, surprisingly.
And did you have a feeling that it was well organized and controlled, so that it was not only an experience in travel for you, but also equally importantly, maybe even more importantly, an educational experience?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that I learned doing this project is that even though you plan and come up with this experiment or research idea, then actually getting in this different culture and population, there are things that come up that you don't expect, so you have to adjust really quickly and maybe change your project just a little bit. But
can you give us an example of that?
Sure, of course. So one of my my research topic was, like I said, trying to understand why cervical cancer screening is so low in this rural population. So we worked with women, interviewing women from the clinic, and we found that women from one of the specific clinics, the reproductive health clinic, were very reluctant to talk to us. So kind of had to adjust for maybe not a smaller sample size and not including them as much in the study.
So when you look back on it, is this something you'd recommend for other students to become interested in?
Absolutely. I think it was the most amazing thing I've done with my life so far. And,
great.
And just learning a lot about the culture is something that you don't necessarily get as much exposure to here. So any international experience you can do, I would say, absolutely do it.
So if our students want more information, who do they contact? How do they get that information?
The information is on the website of the College of Public Health, and we also have newsletters and electronic emails, and we have 10 slots each year for students to travel abroad, funded by the National Cancer Institute and the University of Nebraska.
And that's just on this project, because I know we have multiple exchange programs in the Middle East, the Far East, South America, the Caribbean, etc. So there are lots of opportunities, and I agree that it's a very, very valuable experience for our students to have. Thank you for being with us today, and thank you for being with us today on this segment of Under the Microscope.